Hey, it's Allie Edwards and welcome to day 14. Today I am working with the back of the tag from yesterday, which I'm probably just going to add some kind of embellishment on there. And then I'm working with a page that I put together during the December Daily Prep Day. This year, for the first time, we did a prep day in November on a Saturday, and it was like an online party, kind of, where we did live videos every hour for, I think it was an 8-hour period? I don't know. It was super fun. And so I did a few different page ideas during that day. It's actually, we still have it available. It's $5. Tons of inspiration if you need it for this project. A couple different page ideas. Some really fun ideas from Jen Scow. I'll link it here and you can go check that out if you wanted to as well. So in this one I'm working with, there's squares on the front, they've been stitched, I've got some vellum, I've got some transparency, and then it's a flip up, just kind of like I've done on other days, but it was mainly plain with some different patterns. And so what I have, and there's one for the back too, and if you watch the video you'll see the reason why that is. But for today, what I want to do is I'm simply going to add in my photo. I'm going to trim it down just a little bit, and then I'm going to put some journaling up on the top is my initial plan. I wanted to see, so it's about maybe 3.75. Remember, it folds from the top there, and I don't mind if there's some, maybe 3.5. Let's do 3.5. Trim a little bit of that off there. So yesterday I had a work day. Yesterday was Saturday and I had a work day. We have a monthly subscription, and so I have content that I have to do for that each month, and have been playing catch up. And so I finished that about midway through the day, and then I was so excited to just go downstairs and hang out, read my book, and then I ended up playing Mario Kart with Simon for a while, which was super fun. So this is a picture of us in our living room, in me in my favorite spot, which is on these beanbag chairs next to the fire, playing Mario Kart. And other things that happened yesterday, Elliot had his birthday party here, so we had some buddies over, spend the night. Audrey had her birthday, because her birthday is actually today, so her birthday party over at her mom's house, Anna was there. And Isaac spent the night at a friend's house. So we got kind of a whole bunch of different things happening with the people in my house. So what I want to do next is I want to add some journaling up in the top here. So I kind of need to decide how do I want to do that. And what I was thinking of was doing some squares, maybe that are 1.5. They're going to be not exactly fit perfectly in there at 1.5. They'll have a kind of a weird margin, but I think I might do that anyway. Let's actually see what does a 1.5. I probably have a square punch somewhere that's 1.5, but let's just trim one piece of paper just to see. I'll probably end up printing this on the computer just because that's a really easy way to make some little 1.5 squares that I can then adhere onto the top, that maybe just kind of goes through a little bit about what everybody was doing during the day. Let's just do 1.5 here. Again, these are small, right? Small to fit into that space. So this is a good example of where I'm just working with what I have, right? Working within what I already did and then creating some things to go in there. I definitely could like cover that up. I kind of like the look of that. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is do 4 different 1.5 inch squares over on the computer. I'm going to type those up. Maybe I'll leave one, that could be something like this guy. This could also go on the back side. I don't think I need it on the front here, but on this, which is the back side going into the next day, I mean, that could easily go on there, or that could go on there. I'm going to add something on there, but I don't know yet what it is. This guy's was super cute. That was in the advent calendar, if you got that. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's another fun embellishment. So I'm going to go over to the computer. I'm going to type up some journaling squares. Again, that's a 1.5 inch square, and then I will show you what that looks like. Alright, so I printed two different versions here. One was black. I had to make my text pretty small, and it just didn't look as good, or it was hard to read on the black. So I changed it to a light gray, and I kind of titled these How We Roll, because what I decided to do is I just kind of documented where everybody was yesterday and what everybody was doing. And it's like everybody is either celebrating a birthday, at a birthday party, at a friend's house, spending the night somewhere else, which is just kind of, like I said, it's how we roll around here. And so I'm just gonna cut these out, and then I'm gonna adhere them onto the top there, and then we're basically probably gonna call this one good for today. Let's see, figure out how to get a number on there, a date. These all trimmed out here. I think these are funny. They're like funny little sayings. Actually, I'm gonna cut some of them like this. Definitely not what I couldn't do this if I was handwriting it, right? It's too small to fit in here, but this is gonna be funny. That's gonna look just right there. Okay. Yeah. All right, that's fun. Feeling good about that. And I do have some, if you look closely at this, like there's some tape on the back here that was holding it together before I stitched it, and you can barely see it, so I'm just leaving that there. That's fine. I kind of like that it shows you the backside, like that it's kind of under construction there. I like that a little bit, so it's gonna be fine. Okay, try to get this right there. Here's how we roll. Okay. So, do I feel like I need to add maybe a date on there some way or another? I'm just going to add that Eat, Drink, and Be Merry on there. Feels like a good place for that. Let's see if I have some red line tape. Again, that was in the advent calendar. I think most of you have probably opened it by now if you had it. Maybe some of you were spreading it out a little bit. Okay, what could I do? How could I do a day 11? Let's see. Or how could I put, it's not 11. I don't know why I'm saying 11. It's like 13, 14, 13, 14. Holy moly, I'm losing it. There's 13. Okay, this is 14. Let's see. What could I do? I'm trying to think if there's something beyond just doing the date. That just might be the easiest thing to do. And I'm okay with that too. Maybe let's try using the Stays On pigment on the photo. Actually, I have a sample photo that one that I didn't end up using. Let me find that, and then we could see what that looks like. I want to make this work. I want to make the white Stays On work. So let's try it on this photo. 14, okay. I'm probably gonna, yeah, so that would work. Okay, well that's easy. I'm gonna do that then. Down on the bottom of the photo. All right, perfect. Right, it doesn't always have to be a big number, but numbers are fun, and the next day is going to have big numbers. All right, so let's go ahead and just stick this back down in here. And I think I'm going to leave the back right now until I do the next day, because I'm not sure if that's going to get incorporated into the 15, or if it's just going to be another one like this where I can just kind of add something on there as a fun embellishment. But there you go. Day 14, talking about how we roll.